guys are going to hate the fact that I'm doing this video, and I guarantee you there are going to be many comments below of people calling me homophobic, but it's really important that you watch the entire video because context really matters. I'm about to agree with a guy from Turning Point USA who's gay, black, and a right-winger. And I want you to understand that his overarching message is technically correct and actually really good. I'm going to break down a lot of the things that he says that are complete BS, but his overarching message is actually really good, that homosexuals should rethink their political platform. I know that sounds crazy, but just wait till the end, watch my entire commentary because it's really crucial to do so. Take a look.
The left isn't afraid for gays and lesbians. They don't care about us. My name's Rob Smith. I am a gay man who is proud to live in America. And I'm going to tell you why gays and lesbians are the new victim group of the left. Gays and lesbians living in America in 2019 have lives that people like us in other parts of the world could only dream of. Our marriages are recognized by the law. We work, live, serve in the military, and benefit from America just like everyone else. Now compare that to parts of the world where gays are thrown from rooftops, like in the Middle East, or where being gay is punishable with jail time or even death, like in Brunei, or where gay men are forced to transition into women, like in Iran. So why is the left so eager to convince us and everyone else that evil Republicans just can't wait to put us in concentration camps? Well, it may have to do with the fact that 82% of gays and lesbians vote for the left. That is a big number, but the left is always trying to make that bigger. So how are they trying to do that? By spreading half-truths about the right conspiring to overturn gay marriage laws. Fact, Donald Trump said that marriage equality is settled law and has no plans to change it. Double fact, Donald Trump is the first American president in history to enter office as a supporter of marriage equality. Bet you never heard that before. I wonder why. What the left fears is an entire generation of young gays and lesbians embracing conservative beliefs. Things like less government, border security, and love for America. These ideals and beliefs have nothing to do with our sexual orientation. I don't vote with my skin color or my sexual orientation. I vote with my brain for ideas that I believe in and the people that I think are most fit to see them through. The left isn't afraid for gays and lesbians. They don't care about us. What they care about is votes. What they're afraid of most is that a generation of us may reject voting based on labels and vote based on ideas. Now that sounds like equality to me.
So understand that there are just so many things that he said that are incorrect, but his overarching message is actually really good. So let me first break down what he said that's incorrect. He mentioned how the right wing doesn't want to overturn the gay marriage laws. Wrong. So there were many Republicans, specifically the Republicans at the time that homosexuality was legalized by the Supreme Court, that revolted. They were outraged. They were talking about how they need to overturn. Or they just all decide to just change their opinion overnight? They all changed their mind? Come on, dude. Yeah, so it's the left that wants to uphold the gay marriage laws, not the right. So let's be very clear about that. Now, that being said, there is this overarching message that Rob Smith is technically making that is correct. And this is really important, guys. I want you to pay attention to this. This is the part where I think a lot of people are going to start calling me homophobic, maybe. I think that homosexuals should consider rethinking their political agenda. And here's why. Why were homosexuals prominently progressive from the get-go? Well, they wanted the right to marry, right? They had this desire to get married with their gay fiance or whatever, right? Like, that's why they were progressive, because the progressive base fought for that policy position to legalize gay marriage. And now that law has been passed. And so the next question is, why are homosexuals progressive? I mean, we passed the laws, so what more do you want to progress? Now, you can argue that there are some discrimination laws that still need to be put in place, that homosexuals are still unfairly treated in many different environments, public, maybe even private, and that we should still fix some things. And if that's your argument, then yes, I think homosexuals should stay progressive. However, if you are homosexual and you are progressive simply because you want gay marriage to be legalized, you need to rethink your political agenda, dude, because that law has been passed. Progressives are only for people who want to progress. And if you got nothing to progress on, technically you're a conservative. And so you need to ask yourself, do you want Medicare for all? Do you want paid family leave? Do you want all these great things that Bernie Sanders, AOC are advocating for? And if the answer is yes, then stick around, stay a progressive. But if you're someone who is anti-taxes or something like that, or you hate socialism or something like that, then if the only reason you're a progressive is because you want to uphold the gay marriage laws, then you really need to rethink your agenda. I think what you should focus on is maybe going over to the right wing and convincing the right wing to uphold the gay marriage laws. Because if your overall platform is right wing and you're gay and you're a progressive simply because you're gay, then at this point in time, I don't think that policy position merits your right to consider yourself a progressive at that point, because there's nothing that you're standing on that is something that we need to objectively progress on. So understand that that's the overarching message I think that Rob Smith is trying to make here, and I think it's a really good one. Now, that being said, should homosexuals be progressive? 100% yes. Join the club, my friends. It's nice over here because we get a lot of things that all the other developed nations already have. We're the richest country in the world. We can afford these things. And they're human rights. Like Medicare for all is a human right. Pre-K is a human right. School is a human right. All of these things are human rights. And if you want to be a progressive, the reason you should be a progressive is because you advocate for those policies. You want to progress society. But if you're a progressive simply because you're gay, I'm sorry. Maybe you should consider leaving. Maybe you should consider going to the conservative side and advocating for upholding the status quo at this point. So I don't think that's homophobic to say. I don't think I'm stepping across the line, but I want to hear you guys' comments. Comment below.